Let's check that button. It's always a little bit like, what's going to happen? Is it going to work? Is it not going to work? So here we are. Let's find out. As we play through the keyhole. It does take a toll on the graphics. Hope it keeps its frame rate alright. I don't know if it will. We won't really be monitoring it. Start. I got to about 10:30 before the race starts. So. A couple of laps in. See where we sit in terms of pace. Been using like a butt kicker in my chin. I haven't got it in the right place. So rates the back. It said it's like a big speaker. It's not very good. It's a bit warm, isn't it, mate? It's a bit warm. Got a fan going on me quite a bit, so it's not too bad in the garage here, but it's meant to cool down next week. Finally get some rain. How about you? Surviving? Hope the audio's alright. I don't. Done my usual, just randomly jump on when I get 5 minutes and hit the go button, so I have no idea what it's working like. That's not too bad. It's times like this that I sit there and think air conditioning would be great. And then I sit there and think it'd be the like biggest waste of money. We have a dead one. Yeah, I literally. It's the case of do I sweat or do I go poor? I'm dreading what it's going to be like in the winter when we have to have the heating on and stuff. I mean, the sim rig probably kicks out enough heat to keep the garage warm, so that won't be too bad. Pre-work, I was chatting to someone. That's not too bad then. Like this house we're in now, it is really well insulated. It is very warm, which is good. Because it gives us a bit of a... Like we don't have to have the heating on particularly high and just let it tick over. But it's still right. Like, I was chatting to someone through work that they do a lot of like school playground refurbishments over the summer holidays and stuff. They're saying they just haven't done any because a few of the schools that would like normally would do, their heating bill, like estimated heating bills and electric bills have gone like 3-4 times the price. So they've just got no money. We're talking like, let's say 20 grand a year, 60 grand a year. It's just like mental. I know they obviously have a lot of equipment they run in them these days, but it's still a lot of money for a school to find on dwindling budgets, isn't it? Especially when the energy companies are making you extra £1 billion in profit this year. I know that's business, but there's a limit, isn't there? Like, I think there's going to be a mass amount of people that just can't pay their bills this year. What are they going to do? They can't send a bailiff around to everyone, can they? Do what he said. I suppose they could send a bailiff around to everyone, but... We don't really have a government in this country at the moment, to be honest, do we? Like... None of the options are good options. Just try and get vaguely past nothing. Keep running incredibly wide there. I will take that as sarcasm because I worry to think that it's not. I mean, like starting the night off with a bit of politics, is there? Ooh, it's time to go qualifying. It's not far from the apex. It's just round there and boop. Race. Yes. Ooh. Yeah, well, I'm not convinced either of the. full-time keeping. I have not seen the We Say Enough campaign. What's that? I've seen the adverts for the like no pay November or whatever they want to do. If they can get enough people to not pay their bills, basically. Which seems like a very good way of getting yourself on a list of people that are going to get a knock on the door. Who knows? This is the fixed one, isn't it? Yeah, because I can't put stuff. Fix out. Cool. Don't have to worry about fuel or anything. Credit rating's always the big worry, isn't it? Because you can't do anything really without a credit rating. Like, you don't pay your electric bill because it's ridiculously high and you can't afford it. Your credit rating goes down. You then can't get a mortgage. You then can't get car finance, mobile phone contract, anything. I've got no issue with the. I've got a few friends that work on the railways, and to be fair, they're in the sort of private sector. Rather, they're not really passenger side stuff. They haven't been striking. They've been doing the work for Balfour and other people, but their union gets a lot done for them, man. Like, they get a decent pay rise every year. They get brilliant health benefits, time off sick, like good time off sick as well. And they get everything that you kind of want from a job, and they get paid really well for it. And they've got the union to back it up. I feel like there should be a union for a lot more people. A lot of jobs where people are overworked and underpaid. Right. We're bang in the middle of the back for Iracing. A fair deal of workers should be like, it should just be a given, shouldn't it? People always say that people don't work hard enough these days. It was like doable back then, but like these same people are the people that could afford to have, like, say if you're a family, you got one parent out working, you could pay the mortgage, do all the bits, like do everything you need to do in life in one wage. You just can't do that now. People aren't afraid of working, it's just people want fair working. It's a big difference. Right, enough putting the world to rights, so I better do an actual quali lap and try and do a good one. Try not to bin it on Paddock Hill Bend as soon as I've done that the last 3 times I've come around for the first drop down it. Ooh. Here we go then. That was coming around a bit. But... green in the data bar is always a nice thing to be seeing early in the lap. Whether it'll stay there or not, it's a different matter, isn't it? Don't know if that could have been second, but we'll take it. Ah, that's where we lost the time. Vaguely near our best. It probably won't be too bad as that. Could afford a 10th or 2. Maybe. Don't really look at what the comparative pace was on Race Labs, so. See where this puts us. Don't need to be a good one because right in the middle. Pretty typical. Which will probably end up more like towards the back by the time. Ugh, that was so good. Oh, that's that loud. Let's stop now. And the last time I did one of these 15-minute sprint races, we got absolutely sent on that one, and that was it. So, let's see what happens. Now, that's qualifying done. Actually, well, there's quite a few people in. Number 1 rated one hasn't qualified. That's quite a spread of times as well. They're in the ballpark, aren't we? Maybe. Potential top 10, I reckon. That's what we're going to go for. Just have to hope that's enough. That ready to race button. Yes. Like a random question. We don't know. Tommy has just started watching things like Lego Avengers and stuff like that. But we haven't. To be honest, I've not watched a lot of Star Wars stuff. I've been one of the people that I'm actually quite into my sci-fi and stuff. Brake pedals wobbling. Let's sort that out in a minute. Quite into my sci-fi stuff, but I've never really did much with Star Wars. Like, I don't know why. I've watched a couple of the films. I watched like The Mandalorian on Disney. But I did try putting like Avengers on the other day, but he wasn't particularly interested. He likes the Lego one, but the actual one yet. So maybe when he's a bit older. And Erin just stares at the telly, doesn't know what it is. But she's like 18 months old, so. Guys up front quick. In the 30s, it's annoying. Yeah, that is true. You are never too young for a bit of sci-fi. He's just started playing like Xbox games with me and stuff, which is really cool. So we've been playing Gang Beasts, which is just stupid. And then we've been playing, just downloaded Unraveled 2, which I've never played before, but that's quite good fun. Platformer puzzle game where you have to work together, so it keeps him quite grounded and keeps him like it's good to try and work out the puzzles together. That's some of my favourite parts of the evening, sitting down with Tom and playing Xbox. Yeah, the Marvel films are hopefully be seen. I think he loves like Captain America and all the bits and pieces. So, that's if we stop the car. Little tip for everyone then. So we're going to crash into each other now. I'm a big fan of these full out laps. So much time for something to go wrong. I have not watched that yet, to be fair. I've watched all the others. I loved the Hawkeye one they did. But I've not done Miss Marvel yet. It's really good, man. So how much death do we actually reckon there's going to be in this? I think lots, but I'm hoping it's nothing that... Yeah. I know. I might do a touring car race off this one because that'll be even more chaos. Or less, they seem to be able to take the use a bit better. But that's a Brands as well, so... T1's normally the worst. Well, actually, no, T2's a bit bad. T3's awful. Surviving the first lap will be crucial. Try and just give a little bit of space. This guy's going to drift out. Someone's going to send it. I'll let a few of these people clear each other out and then try and settle in. You can see that one coming. You can't see it on stream because I've got a monitor over here. Just saw that up the inside. You're like, oh, here we go. I just heard the bang. You're like, oh. This guy's going to be riding in my slipstream, so. See if we can keep him behind for a while. We get into the swing of our laps. I feel like I haven't raced on iRacing in ages. Probably only been a week of it. Oh, the car behind's gone. Rebate. Just try and come back straight away because that's a real dodgy corner to do it at. Are we in 12? Oh, where we started, I think. We lost a few at the beginning, so... It's more sensible than a lot of them, the fact he didn't launch it up the inside straight away. Because he had a bigger run into that corner just because of the line he took. Oh, that cut me right off. Thought about sending it. Decided against it. Probably for the best. Go for a bit of traction at that one of them. Here's the most lethal thing I've ever seen. Quite a few tracks, British tracks, like Donington's got a terrible pit exit as well. But at least you're on the outside of the corner, not the inside. Expecting this Aston to send one in a minute. I'd be right. True, it did. And to be fair, that guy was sitting at the exit waiting for everyone to go past, so you can't really, like... There's nothing on that guy. It's just the way the pit exit, like, comes out into the track is always a bit like... I'll break myself there. Just need to calm it down a bit. Yeah, they could, to be fair. It probably wouldn't be too bad. Although, where at Brands, where they come round the first corner, there's actually like a tunnel underneath that goes into the paddock area. So they'd have to put... I suppose the pit lane could come around past the tunnel and then down here and come out, and then they could still use the tunnel. It wouldn't be the end of the world. This is a shockingly bad lap. I don't know where all my pace has gone, but I'm getting warm behind me now. Been driving a lot of classic race cars and classic cars on set of courses. Oh my god. Don't normally expect to see a car driving at you. Yeah, the driving styles in like older classic cars are so much different to the modern stuff, but I don't think my brain's quite adjusted back yet. Need to catch this Beamer. At the moment, it's not working. Oh, that was wide. Good job there's runoff there. How long we got left? 6 minutes. A few more laps. Made like a big accent up in front, but I don't think anyone's particularly close together. The guys behind are battling, so they're kind of keeping. Only a bit free to go after this guy. Is there? We need them to have a crash. Need some positive rating gains after that race last week. There lost me like 70 of them. Games. We might potentially be into the rating plus zone now. Not a lot, but some. I see the top 10 might be on. I apologize for not listening, Steve. I'll listen next time. What? I think racing tonight was a bad idea. It's so hot. I've got the fan on pretty much full and I'm still like sweating. 3 more laps? They're quite short laps here, aren't they? No, especially the leather one. Have you seen the ones that have got cooling in them or something? Like you get in your car that's got aircon seats. You can get them for sim rigs now. Apparently they're well expensive, but it sounds amazing. Would be awesome, wouldn't it? See some sorries going up. Is that staying in front of me or not? Doesn't look like it. Thing is, even if I had an air conditioned seat, Simmery, one, people would think I was insane, and two, I want it in the front room. I want it everywhere. I'd never get out of it when I was like this. Let's go. Come on. I don't think this guy's making a mistake. He's been pretty solid since that battle with the Aston that's in front of him. Or McLaren. Sorry, McLaren that's in front of him. Oh, fridge the rubber tube. Oh, I could. I don't think I will. I'm not particularly... I'm not a practical man. It'd probably end in a lot of pain. Oh, there's a yellow flag. I think that was a back marker anyway, so... As long as we don't bin it ourselves. Which I am quite prone to doing on the last lap when I think subconsciously when I know I'm not getting anywhere else. To be fair, that doesn't sound like a bad alternative to what they're like at the moment. I think only one of them wind sim things, so at least I've got like a fan in my face. Well, that wasn't too bad. I'll take that for a GT4 race, because I don't do much GT4 racing. Yeah, not too eventful. We didn't really get in too many battles. Bit of I'd quite like to see... Is it the first corner where that guy, like, almost punted us, but didn't? So we were a bit too cautious at the start. And this guy came across, so I let off, which let this guy up the inside. Except then I was slow out of here. And this white one, I saw him come in. And that guy just sent him. He was lucky, wasn't he? Where's my mouse? No. Just trying to get a better angle. Is that slow? How close did he come to actually hitting me? I don't know if you see that, but... Yeah, there's no audio at the moment, but I will boost it up, yeah. Here's my keyboard. We need to... Right. What's the function key? Don't know if we can move this one, but let's try. Oh, it's not. That's not as bad when you spin it around a bit. It looked well close on the screen, just saying. Anyway. I mean, it was pretty close. There's not actually too much. Too much damage, is there? Focus on crashes. I was like doing this. Help me. That's just people running wide. That's no fun. Other than that, I think it was pretty clean. It was just that first bit where I thought I was gonna get taken out, but I didn't. So, all right. It's the annoying thing about Iracing is it closes every time you actually shut down. What's a bar first? I really like bar first, but I don't really want to race it. Fix GT3 at Suzuka. I mean, there's a big temptation just to stop because I'm dripping. I'm just touring car start. Oh yeah, that's just I'm in a team. Not that really. That's Wild Things is the team, and then they're the team sponsors. They don't sponsor me. I guess indirectly, but I don't get anything from it. We have some like discount links and stuff. I'm not one of the pro drivers. But I run the odd event on. Mainly, I've done iRacing with them. Like, but we do the odd endurance race and stuff. A lot of the guys on there, the fast guys, do a lot of the bigger ACC events. There's a few guys that run iRacing, but not too many. It's mainly just me and a couple of others that jump into. So we did Sebring, and we did a Le Mans, like 6 hour, 4 hour or something. It was quite good fun. I just put the little logo there for the sake of I can. Makes me look really pro though, doesn't it? Like, where are they? Where are these little things? I don't know if I want to drive brands again. Should we jump into this like an absolute madman? I do like Suzuka. Let's do it. We'll do this, and then we'll probably call it a night. So we're going to do GT3 fixed setup, GT3 round Suzuka. See how that goes. It could be good. It could be bad. Nobody really knows. Hopefully it's good. It'll probably be mental. Maybe we got about 10 minutes before it starts. So there's a good chance I might get up off my seat and throw my shirt out of it. I might see if I can move the fan closer. It's like this way. So if you'll excuse me, I'll be back in a couple of seconds. There we go. You got a shower style head for your kitchen tap. Oh yeah, like the great ones. I don't know if it's like it where you are. We've had like, it feels like we've had really low water pressure recently. Like, taps don't seem to run anywhere near like they used to. I was looking at some of the reservoirs I'm down there, well empty. Right. Haven't actually. Debris? Yes, we have. Look at that. I feel refreshed. Let's. Let's do a lap. Really? Yeah. I don't know. Like the last heat wave, I was taking cold showers just because I needed them. I say cold. They were starting off warm and then slowly, gradually getting colder. I couldn't like fully psychopath it into a completely cold shower. I was like GT3 racing when I got Iracing and any of them. I'm not a brilliant GT3 racer, so I always feel like I've done a good lap, and then you look at the times and you're like miles off. Especially as like most of my I rating has been gained by racing touring cars. So when I race something that's not touring cars, I'm a little bit out of my league. I think. Let's see what we've got in the fixed race. So up speed. That Delta is against a completely irrelevant time, to be honest, because it's done my best lap ever in this car, which probably wasn't set with a fixed setup or in 47-degree track temperature. So mix the cars in this little practice session now. It's nice to see. But when we find that everyone defaults to whatever best car for the track is. Go with the Beamer because out of the 4 ones I've got, it tends to be the one that suits me the most. Keep low there, I think. Alright, it's qualifying time. Let's see how massively out of touch we are with. I always used to ride curves a lot on these games, on any like racing game, and then I don't know, something keeps putting me off them. I think it's Seto Corsa. I keep like we've done a few cars recently that just die on curbs. And it's been drilled into like racing every week on a Tuesday, like not getting on the curbs. All of a sudden now I don't go on the curbs at all. Yeah, because they've killed me a few times. Being killed by curbs is less fun. But we'll see. We'll see where our pace puts us, and then we'll judge what will be a good result from there. I think it's just something in the way AC handles curves. I don't know if it's the tyre model or what the curves is, but it does seem to be one of the worst for curb death. I need a chair. I think I need a new chair. I love this chair. I'll get comfy in it. Maybe I just need like a cushion. My butt. The next AC, they might. Because obviously we've got another one coming, haven't we? In however many years. But you never know, maybe. Looks like we're slap bang in the middle of the intro. Oh, we're near the top of the intro, that's bad. $18 cars. Not the biggest grid, which is probably a good thing. So I was aiming for top 10. Top 10's always my first aim. Qualifying done. No. Nope. Oh god, people are doing 1:59s in 2 minutes flat, according to Race Labs there, so that puts us well and truly on the back burner. The next AC, whatever it's got, AC2, I guess. So, of course, 2. I kind of hope they build their own engine again. There's certain things I think Assetto Corsa does better than ACC. I think force feedback might run. I really struggled to feel what the car's doing in ACC. We'll see what happens. So I think it's going to be a few years before we get it. Got that Rensport or whatever it is coming at some point, haven't we? Which I think is going to be like free to play, which could be quite a good way of doing it. If they do that well and have good online play, I think they could really take a chunk out of It kind of got announced a little while ago. There's loads of all the big sim racing YouTubers do a thing on it, and like a few of the esports guys, they did like a big like launch event in Germany or something. It's going into like alpha or beta stage soon, closed beta soon, and then there'll be an open beta eventually, and then it'll probably launch 3 years after the open beta. It's generally how a lot of games do it these days. I don't think there's too much information out there on what it's going to be like. But initial reports are quite good of the way that it drives, and it apparently looks really good, like graphics wise. But then that's so wide. Hold. Be quite focused around esports apparently. So what I heard, it's going to be like an online platform. I'm sure I heard somewhere that it was going to be free to play, which is a great way of getting everyone to try it, isn't it? And then you can add in your transactions, I suppose, to make money. But I guess if they do it well, they probably make enough money off people paying to host races, or I don't know how they do it. But there was talk of like it could have like an NFT element to it, but I think they squished that. So I think Racing have done it right. They've got a free-to-play element with like you can buy content, and that's about it, which works quite well. It's got such a small player base. Is the only downside to it. All right, we're well off base here. Having too much speed is the wrong way of doing these corners. It's fun. I'd prefer a game to have average graphics and play really well. Drive really well, sim, whatever you want to call it, sort of game really, in the day. That's a lot of time. I prefer it to... I think iRacing has a good balance. Everyone says the graphics in iRacing are dated, but I don't actually mind them. I think Race Room looks alright as well. Maybe it's about being from a slightly older generation where we never thought games would ever look this good. Like, got like the first Grand Prix games and thought, my god, this looks real life. And then you look, you look back at it and go, oh my god, what a mess. Oh, an off track, no. I'm P10 at the moment. Just just about a second off P1. Can definitely go quicker. That's the off-track point. 2 seconds off P1, sorry. P11. I don't think anyone else below us has set a time, to be fair, so it's not going to go great. Yeah. P13. I reckon if all went really well, I could have been around here. 7th, 8th. There's still plenty of time for it to all go wrong for everybody, so I'm not too worried. I didn't really do any practice with the setup or the track, to be fair. So that doesn't help. I think it's 20 minutes. Possibly. I actually don't know. I feel like it's 20 minutes. Yeah, 20 minutes.
One lap to green, get ready. Line up on the left side. Pit road's closed, don't come in.
At least it's not a full warm-up lap. I will probably do this and then attempt to make my brake pedal not wobble around again. I don't know quite why that's wobbling, but it is. Part turn screen. So we're about to lose 50 I rating if we start here. Oh, we need to gain some places. Someone's burning off fuel. Let's just check the cars on. Let's see. The guy that's in power has finished 12th, 29th, 7th, 10th, 11th, and 10th, apparently. It's last few races. This looks like it's Mercedes lockout at the front three. Big gaggle of Ferraris in front of me. And what we've really got to do is just try and stay out of trouble. Again. Stay out of trouble. Build some pace. Go from there. Stop revving your engine. I think the Merc at the moment, because it's the new Merc, where no one drove the old one. They bring a new car in. Why does that sound like there's a crash already? It seems like the Merc is dominant pretty much everywhere. The Porsche has been completely, like, nerfed, destroyed. I used to really quite enjoy driving the Porsche. But
you're not going to get me a penalty. Come on, catch up.
Not sure what they're doing there. Ready here? Not here. Okay, we are going there. That's a bit annoying. We've been absolutely swamped. Oh, I don't like this. Well, start was truly awful. Come on, Wilkins. Sort yourself out. There's been no death so far, which is strange. Doesn't help me in my quest to gain some positions either. I might actually have to try and, like, you know, be half decent and catch people on the track, which is unlikely to happen for me. Bit of toe here. Don't like how squirrely the cars get through there at all. Oh, that Merc's done me. Why am I so slow off of there? See what I mean about being a little bit above my skill level when it comes to cars that I don't try that often. See, the only real downside to the Iracing system is it's across all cars rather than like individual series or something. So I quite like to race in like I'm around about a 2k level probably in touring car, but I'm about 1200 rating in GT3, so. Definitely getting that wrong because I'm so slow out of that corner. That's slippery. Oh. I really don't like the hat slippery on anything. I just don't have the pace. Who spams live YouTube in chat with people that are racing? Who's gonna log on to YouTube in the middle of a race while they're racing? I like try and tune into that.
Come on, Jamie, stay with me, fella.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Go check them out. That's alright, man. Go tell him to slow down. I only hit the go live button to come and talk to you, if you know, Steve. These guys that have had a spin are right on my chuff because I am not fast enough to keep them behind. Gotta be some pace in me somewhere. Not normally this bad. There's an apex there somewhere. Be useful if you could hit it. Or this Ferrari. That screen is really just like the rearview mirror screen is really like not that accurate with how far away they are when you compare it to the rest of the mirrors. Looks like they're miles away and they're just not. So when they look close in there, you look in the like the door mirrors and they're wow close. And for that, he's much faster than that. You're 6/10 down on my best lap this session. I don't really know. But I'm running in the 203s or something, which is just miles off what I should be doing. I just got to work out where I'm losing it. I've got another Ferrari that's going to make a go of it in a second. Two oh three. I know, let's see. I'm waiting for the car to get a bit of grip before I do it. It just doesn't quite seem to be working for me. Come on. I mean, we're not awful, we're 11th, but we could be better. I don't think I'm carrying as much speed as everyone else through there either.
Clear on the right.
It just feels like the back's going to let go if I go any faster through. Y'all. I am or not y'all? I forgot the name of the recording now. Yeah, you had me fair and square there. I probably could have covered the inside of it better, but I didn't. There's one car right behind me, and then there's a little bit of a gap, I guess, so. 14th might be, you know. If I can stay in it, yeah. Well, that come in from a mile away. Yeah, no, not reverse. Yeah. Oh. These things happen. I mean, the nice thing to do would be to wait, wouldn't it? You're carrying too much speed through that second one. Pushing me wide. Hey, it's completely his fault. He just didn't get on the brakes. The gentlemanly thing to do when you do that is just to wait until the other person gets going, take the hit of positions, and carry on. I know everyone makes mistakes. Like I've done it. I did some the other week. I just literally stopped. It was in a a low fuel motorsport on ACC race, and I just stopped. So ended up last, I think. I just got on the brakes and couldn't quite get stopped in time. So I understand it. Doesn't make it any less frustrating, I suppose. He rammed you out of the race. Wasn't a 6 of 1 scenario, and then I got he ran me out of the race. Did you swear? Can't see it at the moment. It might be there somewhere if I go into the main Streamlabs thing, but I haven't got that open at the moment. That's the proper British thing to do. It does that with your messages every now and then, doesn't it? I think my stream's always been a bit funny with your messages for some reason.
White flag, one more lap to go. Keep going.
Yeah, we weren't even that far from the end. That's a bit more annoying. We would have lost Iracing, but not as much as we are.
Whoops.
Yeah, if it's 50-50 all my fault,
Mate. Can't thank you enough, bud.
I will generally stop. If I don't know who it was, or if it was my fault or their fault, or if it was definitely my fault, I will stop and wait. In 90% of situations. If I feel like it's a racing incident, I won't. Like, if we're mid-fight and someone turns in and someone drifts wide, I'll generally keep going. If I feel like there was wrongdoing on my part, then I will let them back through or whatever. I mean, finally getting the delta in the green.
Nice driving there, fellas. Well done. As Ariel, you were quicker than me. I could keep up with you on your draft and then overdrive the car. Yeah. Guys, I've had about 5 double vodkas and coke, and you got slapped by a drunk man. You can come and watch on YouTube if you want. You're more than welcome to come say hi.
We'll get him next time, don't worry.
Thanks, John. Good race, guys, man. It was a wicked one, man. Good race.
Oh,
Yeah, good race, John. Well done.
well,
Come say hello on the YouTube, guys. Come on, don't be shy.
Can't believe I spun it and let you pass.
that's the YouTube. Should we have a quick look at the, well, that was it. This one? No, it's got to be wrong with the car. This one. So we were putting up a bit of a challenge here. The guys just messaged me saying so sorry. I don't mind that. It's alright. I think he just got too late on the brakes. It's just outbraked himself a little bit. And then because I was like, I had my wheel like right round, I couldn't work out what was forward and what was like reverse gear, so. It's not an issue. But yeah, I think he just got on the brakes a bit too late. Okay, just go. I mean, we can't see the throttle trace or anything, but yeah, he's a bit wide here. Coming at a funny angle. He's braked late and just sat the back. Looked like he thought about waiting, and then went, no, he's gone off. Screw it. Oh, that's alright. I don't mind. At the end of the day, it's only like a little bit of vibrating, isn't it? It's not anything important that we lose or gain. Whew. Maybe on an hour. Sounds awful. It was longer than that. It's not longer than that. I know that. And you know, it's been a while, hasn't it? Do you know what? I don't get much time. I race quite a bit, but it's just like actually setting stuff up and feeling in the mood to do stuff like this. It's just, I don't do it as often as I like to. But it's something I'd like to see more of. I keep saying to myself I'd like to see more of it. And I just don't. I feel I will. I always say I'm going to endeavour to keep going, so I will keep trying, mate, and hopefully you'll pop back in again soon. But it's so hot. I'll call it a night and go cry over my 60-odd I rating I've lost tonight. Do you know, I'm petrified of flying, so like, I'd love to try VR flight sim, but I think it would be. I think I'd literally have to take it off. Maybe I'll get myself a little joystick and crack out the Oculus and we go flying or whatever. But I will see you later. VTOL VR, I will do. I'll Google it in a minute. It'll probably make me feel ill. Anyway, I'm going to go stop sweating. Probably go to bed. Later, man.